Have you ever wondered, how do I get booked on podcasts, a really great podcasts, if I'm just starting out? Well, I'll tell you what, if you are a speaker or an author, they make for great podcast guests. I'm Angel Tuccy. I run the Need a Guest Facebook group where we help podcast hosts find guests and guests find a great podcast to get booked on. And I'll tell you what, even if you're brand new and just starting out, there are 3 things that podcast hosts are looking for that you probably already have right in your wheelhouse. Number 1, your achievements. Things that you've already done, like your story, your accolades, how long you've been in business, how long you've been on this journey, your achievements. Number 2, your expertise. What do you know that we don't know, that the audience is already Googling, they're looking for, and you have the answer to because you've walked it because of your achievements? And number 3, your experience. Life experience accounts for so much. You haven't gotten this far without stories, I am certain. This is part of why speakers and authors make for great guests. Now, entrepreneurs make for great guests also. But so often we want to get on a podcast, or what I've discovered is you want to get on a show because you want to sell something. Being a great podcast guest isn't about selling your product, selling your service. It's about connecting with the audience. It's about connecting with the host, building that great connection and building that great relationship. But truly, even if you're just starting out, if you make a list, what are your achievements? What's the experience and expertise that you bring to the table? Those are the things that you can use to showcase to a podcast host why you are a great guest for them. And rather than saying, hey, I think I should be a guest on your show, or you should have me on your show, or I want to be on your show, try this instead. I listened to an episode. This is the value that I think I could bring. Here's a story I'd love to share with your audience. Or even better, I was referred to your show. It was recommended to me by somebody. That we always want to add value to the podcast host whenever possible. And don't be afraid to start small. I know we all want to be on those great top shows, but sometimes you got to play the clubs, right? Start with the small shows. Start with people you're already connected to and leverage those. Create social posts. Make sure that you're sharing each podcast that you've been a guest on. 1, it just shows great professionalism, right? It shows great professionalism. And 2, incredibly goodwill for you and the host. But 3, it builds up a repertoire. When people realize that you are a host, you're going to hit a tipping point where they're going to start inviting you to be a guest on their show. So rather than pitching, you'll start to be invited. You want to start to create that tipping point? Go to our website or go to our Facebook group, Need a Guest. Needaguest.com will take you right there, where I have hosts every single week who are looking for guests with great achievements, great expertise, and great experience to share. I can't wait to see you there. Cheers.